Good afternoon. I'm Tina Tasaka with WPCM TV and Cannabis X America. We're at MJ BizCon 2025 in Las Vegas, Nevada. I have Sarah from MELTTOMAKE. Boy, does she have a great company. Good afternoon, Sarah.
Good afternoon. I'm happy to be here.
I am so happy to have you here because last night we were at Blunt Brunch and that was such an amazing event.
Yes.
I just loved that event. I mean, there was so much going on. Ladies were decked out. Ladies were decked out in their pearls. The theme was pearls. And there was a lot going on there. I mean, there was a lot of visual stuff going on. I mean, you had to kind of walk through the whole thing, and it was downstairs and upstairs, and you had to take it all in. There was a lot to take in.
There's a lot to take in Vegas in general.
Yeah, but this one last night was just a glam fest. It was just fantastic. But I got to meet you. Yeah. So you're from Massachusetts?
From Massachusetts.
Born and raised?
Actually, I was born in just outside of Boston. So yes.
Okay, so you have this company, MELTTOMAKE, but you haven't always been in cannabis.
No.
Okay. So tell me just a little bit about your background.
Yeah, so I was an athlete. I was actually a Division I athlete and on the U.S. development team for cross-country skiing, which is a sport a lot of people don't know about. But it's a lot of hard work.
Cross-country skiing, you have to be in phenomenal shape.
I'm not as fit as I used to be.
Yes, but that is the ultimate athlete for skiing. Ultimate athlete.
It definitely taught me discipline and hard work. So it was.
How many miles were you going a day in cross country?
You know, they do everything in kilometers because it's a European sport.
For sure.
But,
okay.
The races were between 5 and 15 kilometers, but we would ski up to 50 kilometers in a day. So yeah.
That's 30 miles.
Yes.
How did Tina know that?
Oh,
wow. Yes, indeed. I only know because a 5K is 3.2 miles.
Yes. Good math. Quick math.
So it really is.
Yeah. 31.
Would it be 30.2 miles or close to 31 miles? Okay. Well, we'll get over it. Yeah. we get a good pass on that with the viewers, right? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were an athlete.
I was an athlete, and I was super into nutrition, mostly because I wanted to see how I could manipulate my nutrition to help me perform better. And that got me into sports nutrition. And along the way, when I was going through school and doing odd jobs, I actually created a bar, an energy bar, for athletes. And that was my first kind of experience in the food world. And I was able to grow that business and sell it to Nature's Bounty in New York. And I didn't get rich.
Because that's no easy task either, going through all the hoops and FDA and having all the approval process.
So much. I was young. I knew. I mean, I had a nutrition degree. I feel like I knew a lot, but I had learned so much about business, about patents, about trademarks, about everything. So after that, I'm actually a mom. So I have 2 kids, and I actually went back to being a dietitian. I was a sports dietitian at a Division I school in New Hampshire and helped the athletes with their nutrition, and also ran something called a fueling station where the athletes could come and get snacks. So I had a really limited budget, but I was able to kind of make that go as far as possible with the right kinds of foods. And after that was when I got my first phone call from my brother had a friend named Tim Van Epps, and he was starting a CBD company, and he heard that I formulated.
What year was this?
This was 2018.
Okay, so you're right in that wheelhouse of a lot of states at that point, like Nevada went recreational in 2019, Arizona went recreational in 2020. So now a lot of states are starting to go recreational.
And we got the first hemp license in the state of Massachusetts.
Okay.
Or I should say one of the first. And we started a hemp company, and I was in charge of making all the products. And the one product I did not want to make were gummies, because I knew enough about food science to know that they were going to be hard.
Yeah.
And that there was going to be a lot of R&D, a lot of stability testing, just making sure that the product held up in the package. I'm also a dietitian, so I was like, okay, if we're going to make a gummy, I want this to be a good for you gummy. So once I realized that nobody would make a CBD gummy for me because CBD was sort of unknown at that point, or people were just scared to go into that gray area.
There really weren't a lot of CBD gummies around back then either. It was all the tinctures.
Yep,
it was all the tinctures or
salves, bombs.
The salves.
Yep. There was a lot of that.
And topicals.
Yep.
That's really
100%.
all you could get. There really weren't, because I'm reeling back too. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So
okay.
I was tasked with creating a gummy. And as I said, I really didn't want to because I knew it would be hard. And I spent a good year kind of perfecting a gummy recipe. And then we were lucky enough to be able to hire a PhD food scientist from University of Massachusetts who came on board. And then she helped me further refine it. Her name's Susie Gao. And we had a great gummy, and one day another company, it was basically a sister company, similar investors in our company up the road, that manufactured cannabis products, so THC. And they came to us and they're like, can you help us with our gummy recipe? You guys have a great gummy and we can't figure it out. So initially I was actually ready to share the recipe and teach them how. And Tim came to me, my business partner, at the last minute. And he was like, no, don't give them the recipe. Just make them a base and send it up to them. And that was the moment. And I kind of looked at him like, Tim, like a gummy base, that's not a thing. Like, it's not like a soap base or a lotion base. Like, nobody makes a gummy base. And, but I was like, that's a really great idea though. So I basically got to work, and I am not kidding you. Within like 2 weeks, we were sending up, literally pucks. I bought soap molds because I couldn't find anything else. I made a gelatin base. I poured it into the soap molds. They hardened up, and then I popped them out and I sent that up to the manufacturing facility. And they melted those pucks down, infused them, and then poured them into molds to make their gummies, their finished gummies. They popped them out. We provided them with something called sanding sugar, which is just ascorbic acid and sugar. They rolled them, dried them, and put them in a package, and called us, and they were like, we want as much of that as you can make. So we're like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. So we actually, the cool part of this story is that was probably in like January, February, right when COVID was hitting or about to hit. And so there's a whole piece with that I could go into.
I have a feeling this is all good timing because of COVID.
Yeah, it was good timing because of COVID.
Okay.
So it was very good timing because of COVID, because a lot of the people we were selling our CBD products to, they had to shut their doors. And because we were doing a lot of retailers at that point. And so they were shutting their doors, but we were kind of launching our MELTTOMAKE. And we came to MJ Biz, and I think it was 2019. It was either 2019 through 2020. And we had no idea. We were like, we had a couple customers at that point. We were like, we'll just go to this show and see what happens. And we set up our booth, and all of us got there and we're busy setting up that morning, and we hadn't had a chance to get a cup of coffee. We never got to get a cup of coffee, get lunch, or use the bathroom because we were literally 7 people deep. And everyone was wondering what we were doing. So yeah, it was an exciting. I just remember that moment of being like,
you guys took off like a rocket.
We have something. We have
you
something
guys
that
just
people
exploded.
are really excited about. Yeah. So
ever since 2019, you guys have been at MJ BizCon.
Yes.
You guys have just sparked off. You guys, okay, that's so fantastic. So I understand you have a couple patents on your product now.
Yeah. So early on, we realized, we were like, wow, we really have something here. And we went online and we were Googling. We're like, nope, literally no one's doing this in the world. So we quickly, my brother has a friend who's a patent attorney. I called him and I was like, what do you think? And he was like, let's get on it. So we now have 3 patents. Only 2 are patent pending. I think that's what they call it. I'm not a lawyer, but 1 patent we have received, and that's for our pectin base. And that's probably that's what we sell the most of. So we're really excited about that.
And just so I understand, you are B2B or B2C?
We are B2B.
B2B. Okay.
Yes.
So you're helping all of these cannabis companies.
Yes.
You're helping them with the process of getting edibles out quicker, getting gummies out quicker, because you've got that base mold and that base product to help them make gummies.
100%.
Got it. I totally get it. Yeah.
And we went through that R&D process and just trying to come up with a stable gummy, a gummy that held texture, that had a good shelf life, all of that could scale. So we realized how hard that was. And we were like, what if we could take all of those obstacles, all those barriers out of the way for other people? And they can just buy our base and they can literally beat a market within weeks or months.
So fantastic.
Yeah.
So since you are B2B, are you servicing companies only in the US or do you go global?
We are global now. So
That
I
is
think,
so
I think we're up
excellent,
to
Sarah.
9
Great.
countries, which the shipping logistics,
Okay.
I've got to give our inside sales team like major kudos because the logistics around shipping food to Europe or to other countries is tough, but we're figuring it out, and we're gaining more and more business over in Europe and actually Australia.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And just 2 more things before we have to wrap up here. I know everybody knows how to get hold of you, but just in case, how do the viewers reach you? What is the best way to reach out?
I think the best way is our website. You can go right on there. You can fill out a form that
What is your website?
It's MELTTOMAKE.com.
MELTTOMAKE.com.
Yeah.
We're going to put that up on this video when we release
thank
it,
you.
MELTTOMAKE.com. And obviously we're here at MJ Biz, and the show is going on for the rest of the week. But what is big on your list for 2026? Are you guys releasing any new products? What would be maybe the 1 or 2 top things that you guys have, either new R&D or maybe something big you're going overseas? What are the 2 top things for you in 2026?
The big thing, at least for me, I do all the product development and R&D. I've got a great team. It's not just me, but we're really excited about it. We launched a sugar-free base and have been having some supply chain issues. And in the meantime, we've been able to source a new ingredient to make a new reduced sugar base, which we're really excited about. It's a very new ingredient. It's called FOSS. It's a plant fiber, and we're going to be making a gummy that's literally just plant fiber, pectin, acids, and colors, flavors. So it's a completely natural, reduced sugar or even sugar-free base, depending on your serving size. And it tastes great. There's no high-intensity sweeteners. And it's actually a supplement. It's a prebiotic. So you can take that and actually get benefits from just the gummy, but you can also infuse it with cannabinoids or vitamins, minerals, whatever.
Oh, that's going to be such great flexibility for cannabis companies to build on the gummies that they already have and expand their gummy line with your base.
Yeah.
That is so excellent, Sarah. Best of luck to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Well, thank you
the time.
for jumping on with us. We so appreciate it. We're going to continue on here with MJ BizCon 2025, and I want to thank Sarah for coming on with us. Melt-to-Make, what a great product. Yeah, check them out, and we're going to keep rolling on. I'm Tina Tasaka, Cannabis X America, and WPCM TV.